It was close in the end, but the Chargers couldn't pull it off, and that is a script we are all too familiar with. For the San Diego Union-Tribune, he's Kevin Acey, I'm Annie Heilbrunn. The Chargers fell to the Eagles. They are now 0-4, and they did it at the StubHub Center, but from the crowd, you might have thought they were in Philadelphia. This was really the loudest opposing crowd that we've seen, right, Kevin?
Absolutely. Talked to players. They talked about when they came on the field, when they came off the field. It was as if they were in Philly. These were not the laid-back Kansas City fans who maybe were from the Valley. This was like these guys came from Philly or they found their Philly roots. They were loud, their chants all game. This was, besides that Raiders game last year at Qualcomm Stadium, this is the worst I have ever seen it for a Chargers game.
Yeah, I ran into Chargers fans who said, hey, we paid money, we drove here from San Diego, we paid for tickets, parking, and we couldn't sit in our seats because we were surrounded by Eagles fans.
It's time for us to stop being surprised by this.
Okay.
This is how it's going to be. Maybe the Bills game in the middle of November, there aren't a lot of Bills fans perhaps in Los Angeles, or they're going to make that trip. All the other teams, they travel well, and no one here, I shouldn't say no one, a lot of people here seem to not care the Chargers are here. This is how it's going to be.
Philip Rivers said that the communication wasn't an issue on the field, but he also said that this crowd was not an ideal crowd for being a home game. He said the offense felt choppy, and that's kind of what we saw tonight.
And I really do think, after talking to Philip and others, that has as much to do with their offense is just choppy. It's a jumbled mess right now. Anthony Lynn said after the game, he was mad. He was, real frustrated. Gets more frustrated every week, obviously. He said that there are going to be changes. What is that? Melvin Gordon's hurt. You want him to commit to the run more? They're having too many negative runs. Philip, he played pretty well today, not like last week where he cost them the game, you could argue. I don't know exactly what they do and if they're going to get too much better, and this schedule doesn't get any easier, though I do think they're going to be happy to go on the road.
Yeah, that's the thing. They go to New York, they play the Giants, and I think that they're almost maybe looking forward to it. They might feel like they've got more of a, I wouldn't want to say advantage, but just getting out of this area where they've been this last 3 weeks.
Just like they all said, it hasn't been your typical 3-game homestand. It hasn't been an advantage for them.
All right, well, it will be Rivers against Eli Manning. Remember him, Kevin?
I do.
Giants, Chargers next Sunday.